Okay, video number 4. Here we go. So please keep in mind that you need to handle things as a professional at work. So, for example, if your table orders drinks, write them down. Like, I get it. I can remember drinks for 4 people, but anything can happen at any time. You might get quadruple sat behind this, and then who knows what's going on, right? And it's really nice that you can go up to a table. Would you like more X wine? Would you like more X? And you name the drink. They know they're going to get what they want. You remembered. And it's kind of important. People want to know that you know what you're talking about. And you don't have to interrupt conversation at a table. Simply, like, would you like more? That means, would you like more? Just point like that to the bloody drink, and they know. And they're going to nod. You don't need to do anything else, just nod. And then you know to bring more. Another way you can weasel your way into another cocktail refill is, should I keep my eye open for another? Should I keep another in mind? And they're going to say, yep. Oh, bring it now. And they're going to, and often they'll just down what they have while you're getting the other. And remember that it's important to get the service right. Take the right thing to the right person. Please make note of exactly what they wanted and take the right thing to the right person. Let's see, there's got to be one more thing. Oh yeah, the last thing. So I personally never place blame. I always accept blame. I don't care if it's the kitchen's fault, the host, the bar, no matter whose fault it is, I accept the blame for 2 reasons. Number 1 is the guest expects you to blame the kitchen. They're like, oh yeah, the kitchen messes up, or the bartender poured the wrong, right? They expect that because that's what a lot of servers do. They won't accept the blame. They think they're like waterproof. Everything just washes right off of them. Not true. When it comes right down to it, if the wrong thing made it to the table, I don't care who made it. The bottom line is it's your fault as a server. You heard that right. If something wrong gets to the table, it's your fault. I don't care if the kitchen made it wrong. If you took it to the table, it's your fault. And if it makes it to the table, it's your fault. If someone else runs your food and that food is wrong, that's your fault. Don't play games. Accept that and move on with your life, man. You weren't there to run your food. You should have been. You know how long food takes to prepare. You should be on top of seeing when your check's about to come out and being prepared to run your food. That's right. Make note of how long and when it's going to be, and be prepared to run your food. That's your job. One of the most important things you can do in the entire service cycle is place food in front of your guests. As far as they're concerned, that's your one job. They tell you what they want, you bring it to them. Period. The drinks, the removal, the hellos, all of that, immaterial. You take their order, you place the food. Just make it happen, man. Just make it happen. At my particular restaurant, we sell food at X minutes, give or take. And there's a way in the system to see when you punch the food in. But if things are going south in a quick way, here's what you need to do. What I would do is when I'm placing the order, I'm going to notate right at that table in my wallet what time I placed that order, so that I know and I can keep track of what's going on. We have a digital clock where you can see it all the time. Every time you go in and out of the back room, you can see that clock and you can keep track of what time. If the salads take too long, you need to be on top of that too. But really, man, anything that goes wrong, that's on you. Suck it up, take it. You know what? You're going to make more tips for it too. Sometimes when things go incredibly south, it's how you handled, not that it happened. How you handled it. I've had guests like tip me very well when things go incredibly wrong. And I go back and I say, because like I got to sleep at night, man. They leave me fat for a horrible experience. I have to speak to them about it. I'm sorry. It just, that's the way I roll. I'll follow a guest into the parking lot and make sure that they knew what they were doing. But I'll say, oh, did you realize the percentage you left? And they said, yes, because of how you handled the situation. What happened wasn't your fault. And we get that. And you handled it like a pro. I had a table leave me, my first table yesterday. You ready for this? 40% gratuity. They signed for 40%. Like straight up, their bill was 100 and they signed for 40. And I went back and said, thank you very much for your generosity. I always do, because that was insane. And they said, your service was beyond compare. Their words, not mine. I said, you realize you could ask for me when you come in. They said, we will be coming back because of you. Like, I don't know what to tell you about that. You want better sections, you want better shifts, you want whatever you want at the restaurant. Get a few people doing that. Get a few people leaving comments like that. We were just found this restaurant. We came back after years. We had some bad experiences. We're going to come back and see you. You can rest assured you made the experience. Man, I get people coming in from reviews on Google, on Yelp, and asking for me and not knowing it. Wouldn't you like that? That's what happens when you start running your business within their business. And you please your guests, not the restaurant's guests, your guests. You make sure that they're having a good time. That's the kind of thing you can expect. I'm not being big-headed about this at all. This is just the way it is. Treat your guests right, they're going to take care of you. We all know that not every guest is going to, and that's the risk. But the reward, in my opinion, is well worth it. Give it a try. Give every guest that service that, in my opinion, demands at least 30% gratuity. At least 30%. It demands it. And it demands that they ask for you. If they leave you nothing or leave you 5%, fine. Get on with your day. Don't focus on that. It's just going to bring you down for the rest of the day. But for those few that will, it's going to keep coming back to you time and time again. And it's well worth it. All right, there's another huge, long video. Sorry. But back to the manager. Let them go to the table. Let them explain things that are hard for the people to understand. Maybe it's just them that they want a manager to explain it. And I get that. It's the way it is. All right, enough of this. Peace. Go make some money out there, man. Let's do it.